Welcome to the Tea Huddle.
Your only source for gridiron gossip. If you're already counting the days until September,
Or if you're counting the days until June 13th when a certain couple may be getting married.
then this is the podcast for you.
More excited about that than next season of football, that's for sure.
Yeah, that'll probably be a little bit more exciting than the Super Bowl we just watched.
Oh my God, definitely. Even if they don't get married, that day might still be more entertaining than the Super Bowl. What a snoozer.
Yeah, I mean, there were some moments, but I'm not gonna lie. All the excitement about the Patriots being there was all like before the game. Once the game started,
Yeah.
it was pretty tough.
But even the Seahawks, it wasn't exciting.
No, I
Right?
mean, if you're a real football fan, you are like stoked about that defense and the pass rush, and like that was pretty dominant, and like out the gate, you have a pretty good idea that you're winning the
That
Super
this
Bowl.
is where it's going. So after 3 years, you don't think I'm a real football fan?
No, yeah, you're getting there.
Okay.
You're not getting stoked about a pass rush.
I'm absolutely not getting stoked about pass rush. And I, in fact, don't know that I have even the capacity to get stoked about a pass rush.
I think it's in there somewhere. I think there's a chance,
All right. We'll see.
but I don't think you were jazzed about the Seahawks pass rush in the Super Bowl.
I wasn't.
I certainly wasn't, because they were just getting to Drake May quicker than anybody has this whole season, and that was a little tough to watch.
Yeah. The highlight was the halftime
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
and Matt Collins' touchdown.
Yeah, can't forget that. But yes, no, the Baboni
Yeah. Yeah.
Benito halftime show was so
Yeah.
damn cool.
Yeah. It was great. Cardi B, I predicted Cardi B would make a cameo. This is not the capacity that I expected. I thought she would have a musical cameo, not just dancing with Alex Earl in the casita.
Yeah, but she was on the field, right? She's
Yeah.
in the show. Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't actually remember seeing her moment.
It was like her, Alex Earl, Jessica Alba, Pedro Pascal.
Oh, yeah, the Pedro Pascal part.
Yes.
Yeah. For sure.
Dave Grutman, who's like a Miami guy
Yeah.
who owns a restaurant with Bad Bunny, which is apparently why he was there. And he's producing Alex Earl's family's new reality show, which is, people think, the connection that got her there as well.
Oh, okay.
So the more you know.
Yeah, really. But no, there was just so much joy in that
Yes.
halftime show, and there was just so much celebration. It was a very special performance. I was totally locked in that whole time. It was
Yeah.
so cool.
It was great. And then sounds like Cardi B left right after. She didn't even stay till the end.
And then spent like $1 million on an after party that she didn't even attend?
That's what I hear. I don't know if that's true. Through was it an Airbnb? It was some sponsored
You're right.
after party. That I'm sure she makes that money back by posting about a company and then moves on with her day. But yeah, she wanted to get the fuck out of there and away from her ex-boyfriend, Stefan Diggs.
Right. But one thing I'm a little fuzzy on is like this like actually was happening like day of the Super Bowl. He brings some side piece to the Super Bowl. This all sounds manufactured.
I don't think that's what happened, because the night before she was walking the red carpet of a Fanatics party. That at that party is where Alex Earl and Tom Brady were seen
Mm-hmm.
canoodling once again.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's very like, they're not making out. They're not like grabbing each other, but they're off in the corner, like intimately being near each other.
Yeah, there's
So-
chemistry.
I think that's one to watch. But so she was on the red carpet and Cardi B was, and somebody said, what's your message for Stefan Diggs for tomorrow? And she very hesitantly, with like the most pregnant pause, and then sort of was like, good luck. Like that was her ex-boyfriend
Yeah,
already,
all right.
for sure.
And I saw that clip and didn't know exactly when in the timeline that
Yeah.
happened. It happened the night before.
It happened the night before. And then the day of the Super Bowl, he's seen I think the official NFL account on Instagram posted like, here's Stephon Diggs saying hi to his friends and family. And he's walking out the tunnel, like touching, like dapping up his friends, touching their hands, like from the field, and they're in the stands. And there's a woman there who grabs his hand and says, I love you to him. Could it be a cousin? Could it be like, love you like a neighbor? Apparently that woman is Pre. That's what she goes by. And allegedly Offset cheated on Cardi B with Pre.
Oh, jeez.
So the fact that Stephon Diggs is now bringing Pre to the Super Bowl. So the story that's circulating online is like Cardi B saw that Pre was sitting with his friends and family and broke up with him like during the game because of that. But I think based on how she reacted the night before, they were already done. Like that was not a good luck.
No,
it was
'cause
good luck.
She's also been like coming to bat for him. She's like
Yes.
really been such a vocal advocate for him and his playing. So
Yeah.
if they were together, she would have given a much more enthusiastic good luck
Yes.
the day before.
My personal favorite theory is that she didn't want to be with a Super Bowl loser, so she broke up with him as soon as they lost. But no, that's not
But
what
no,
happened.
that doesn't follow your timeline.
No, it
What?
doesn't.
But what do you? So there's like a missing piece here.
I think like the
in-
week leading up to the Super Bowl, they broke up. Probably because he did something shady, just based on who he is.
his track record.
Yes.
Yeah. He's a shady guy.
And then by the day after the Super Bowl, they were no longer following each other on Instagram. But then we have a new development as of this current week that we're in. So she started her tour, her Am I the Drama tour, right after the Super Bowl. And this past weekend, she was on stage and she said, let me tell you something. Just because I ain't fucking with my baby daddy doesn't mean you get to talk about my baby daddy, bitch. This is for you, bitch. So apparently this is directed, that statement was directed at the rapper Bia, who apparently Cardi has had beef with and has a diss track about her, and went into that track right after this little speech. And it's because Bia posted online, can you name someone with more baby mamas than receiving yards? I can, and I know that. You know what? Never mind, was the tweet. So it sounds like Bia is being messy.
And Cardi said that like on the microphone, like live
yeah.
on stage.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
yeah.
she announced to everybody that she's not fucking with her baby daddy right now.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean that you get to talk about my baby daddy.
Yeah. And like, I think that is an absolutely fair double standard.
Yeah, sure.
Side note, during all of this, Stephon Diggs appeared in court last week for his arraignment over the alleged assault of his personal chef.
Yeah, that conveniently happened like 2 days after the Super Bowl.
Yeah. It's not a coincidence that
Yeah.
was delayed. He pleaded not guilty, and his next appearance is scheduled for April 1st. So he has like 6 weeks to not beat up anybody else.
And there's a pretty high chance that he'll get broken up with by the Patriots themselves because they stand to
Oh.
save a whole lot of money if they cut him before June 1st, I think. So if this looks like it's just too messy and they think they have some other, wide receivers coming, whether drafting or trading, they really might just say bye-bye to
Wow.
Stephon.
Can't wait to see how this all unfolds.
Yeah, really. It was nice having him for, it was nice while it
Yeah,
lasted.
yes.
Like everyone knew that this was going to happen at some point. It was just a matter of when Stephon Diggs was going to fuck this up. And he thanks for bringing Cardi, making her a Pat's wag for a while. Coolest wag we've
It
ever
was
had.
so fun.
Like that was awesome.
Yeah.
And I wish he didn't screw it up, but of course he did.
My wish is that Cardi B has better selection in her next man. I think she doesn't have very good taste in men. And I think there's a man out there who will like be nice to her and not impregnate somebody else while she's with them, and will treat her well and will not beat up chefs or anyone.
Yeah, or anyone for that matter.
So I hope she finds that kind of a guy.
Yeah, I mean, she does need somebody who can keep up with her as far as like personality wise.
Yes.
Like she needs like a sort of a firecracker.
Yes.
And she's not going to start dating like a record executive. Like she
No.
needs like a star. But there are
Or what if
other
she's
options.
the star and she can be the flower and he can be the watering can?
Well, we'll see where the next phase of her relationship brings her.
Okay, well, that was obviously our first top story, the Cardi and Stefan Diggs of it all.
Oh yeah.
Our next top story is it's only right. We couldn't end the season without one final story about Jordan Hudson.
Oh yeah. She'll find her way into the headlines one way or another.
She really will. And this time it was during Super Bowl weekend. She was out and about in Chapel Hill, North Carolina with her old boyfriend, Bill Belichick. And she was wearing a T-shirt.
Her old man boyfriend, her current
Yeah, right, exactly.
old boyfriend.
Right, old was an adjective about his age, not about
Their
his
status.
time in her life. Yeah, exactly. So the T-shirt she was wearing was an Orchids of Asia Day Spa T-shirt, and she probably didn't find that at Urban Outfitters or at the mall, because Orchids of Asia Day Spa is the massage parlor in Florida that was busted in 2019 for running a prostitution ring that Robert Kraft was a known patron of. And he was involved in that. As
Yeah,
we all
not a
know.
coincidence. She went out and had this T-shirt made.
Yes.
In order,
they don't have merch.
Yeah,
They don't exist anymore. They're in prison. And
yes. No, she just decided to go out of her way and do the bitchiest thing possible to Robert Kraft.
and this was Jordan and Bill's first public appearance after. So he was snubbed for the Hall of Fame or something happened.
Yeah, Belichick, was snubbed this year.
And I saw talk Gronk was like, oh my God, absolutely, he should have been in it. People thought this was his year to get in it.
Well, it's the first year he was eligible, and he just
Oh.
should have gotten in because he's won more Super Bowls than anybody, and it is ridiculous that he wasn't involved, and this was probably some sort of a retaliation.
Yes.
About that,
Right. People think maybe Kraft kiboshed it, his nomination in some way.
I've heard other theories that there are other people who thought that he needed just some sort of kind of slap on the wrist for certain things, and I hadn't heard that Robert Kraft had anything to do with that.
I just sort of made that up. But why is she retaliating against him specifically?
No, there must be nuances here that we don't get. I knew that the relationship between Bill Belichick and Bob Kraft was chilly. I didn't think it was publicly make a statement about your legal issues.
Yeah.
Bad.
And I just think if this was a girl who she was in a Twitter feud with, and she got this shirt made that's a subtle dig, I think that's funny. This is an old man who is mind your business, stay in your lane. I feel
Yeah. Well,
it's just
staying in your lane is Jordan Hudson's least favorite thing to do.
Yes.
She loves hopping lanes.
it's just cloud chasey. It's very look at me. It's very I want to be in the headlines, and then I'm going to complain that nobody will leave me alone. I want my privacy. She's just annoying.
Yeah, it's so annoying. Bill Belichick was standing right next to her, so he obviously co-signed this.
Yes.
Even though I don't think there's a whole lot of co-signing going on, I think she is in the driver's seat.
She comes out of her room and she's like, Bill, look at my shirt. Don't you love it? Is he shaking his head oh, you're so crazy. My little firecracker. Or is he please don't do this? And she's you're not going to tell me what to do.
I mean, maybe closer to the latter. But by going along with it and being photographed and pictures next to it,
Yes.
you're certainly giving this a thumbs up publicly.
Yeah. I would like to know a lot more about the behind closed doors conversation before she went outside in that shirt.
There are just so many steps where you could realize that this is a bad idea.
When you're getting it made.
The initial thought, then all the you finding the website that's going to do it, putting in the order, receiving it and putting it on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of opportunities for you to walk this back, but no, full steam ahead.
I wasn't paying as close attention in 2019 because I didn't care about football then. I just knew like, oh, there's a massage parlor and people are getting happy endings, and one of them is like some guy who has to do with football. So I read the Vanity Fair article in preparation today. I skimmed it. I didn't know that in addition to a hand job,
Parental
he
warning.
also received a blowjob from the women at the massage parlor.
I don't know if we need to get into the nitty gritty here.
Just in case anyone else out there didn't know. Now we all know. But that's
Yeah.
not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the shirt.
Yeah, we're here to talk about the shirt, not about the service provided at Asia Day Spa or Orchids of Asia Day Spa.
Yeah. Mhm.
Shout out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's that's it for that. I haven't heard of any like sort of fallout like from the shirt, any like response from the craft camp. I think
Yeah.
I think the play there is to not respond because
Let it go away.
that makes it look even worse. But well, hopefully Bill gets in the Hall of Fame next year.
Yeah.
But he'll get in there. He's the best coach of all time.
Our next top story is about another couple. This couple is new and they hard launched on Valentine's Day. So Rashee Rice, who is best known for being on the Chiefs, for fleeing the scene of a crime, for driving recklessly, for being accused of domestic assault by the mother of his children only 1 month ago, and being in bold on our list of enemies.
And a nominee for villain of the season in the Teacup Awards that are appearing later in this show.
Yes. Jordan Hudson is nominated for a Teacup Award. Rashee Rice is nominated for a Teacup Award. Cardi B. Everyone we've talked about so far.
Oh, yeah.
The stars of our season. So, yeah, can't wait. The Teacups are a highlight for me of,
Yeah.
of this whole endeavor.
It's the peak of the season. But, yeah, we typically don't love even talking about Rashee Rice because he's such a villain, but he has now hard launched with rapper Ruby Rose.
Yes, and Ruby Rose is rumored to have dated Travis Scott, 21 Savage, Playboi Carti, Lil Yachty, Takeoff from Migos, and the list goes on.
Wow.
Apparently I saw online when Travis Scott was 21 and she was 15. That's when they were dating. Allegedly. That's what the internet says.
Yikes.
Yeah. So
That's bad.
that's not good. He sucks. I'm assuming she sucks too, just based on her being with Rashee Rice.
Yeah. I mean, she has to be using this just, for
Yeah.
clicks and attention. It is so controversial in nature to be with this guy right now.
We already hated him a year ago.
Yeah.
And within the last month or so, the mother of his children posted tons of screenshots of texts, photos of her injuries, like very much laying out this man assaulted me on multiple occasions. And I feel like maybe that's somebody that you don't celebrate Valentine's Day with as your new boyfriend right after.
Yep.
So Ruby Rose, get out. We wish you success apart from him.
Yeah. We wish you some better judgment.
Yeah.
And lastly, this is a real new one. We've been sort of playing catch up, but yeah, just on Sunday night in New York City, Browns safety Ronnie Hickman was out in the city. He was in the Lower East Side, outside of Hotel 60 around 4:30 a.m. He was jumped by 4 men and sent to the hospital. Apparently, these men approached him. They, I think, recognized that he was an NFL player. I assume everybody was really drunk. It was 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
The confrontation escalated. It got physical. The brawl like spilled into the hotel lobby. And he went to the hospital.
Yeah, he was released. So he went to, it's like calling it Sunday, but really it's Monday because it was 4:30 a.m. on Monday.
Right.
Went to the hospital, was released on Monday. So I think he got like checked out and told he was good. But no arrests have been made. Spooky.
Yeah, spooky. I mean, yeah, it's like a little. I not like blaming him, but it's a little crazy being like by yourself.
Yeah.
At 4:30 in the morning, like as a big sort of famous guy.
Yeah.
With like probably obvious signs of like having money.
Yeah. And it's unclear from the reports whether they spotted him and jumped him like or if they were having it sounds like they were having an interaction with him that escalated into a physical fight. Like,
Yeah.
were they having words with each other? And that, we don't know. But I hope we learn more.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get some security footage.
Yes.
We'll see. Always love it when that comes out.
I love security footage.
But good to hear that Ronnie Hickman, the safety in the Browns, is on the mend from his brawl with some random bros in the Lower East Side.
Agreed.
And that brings us to our segment portion. Before we get to the Teacup Awards, of course, we got one of these. It is time to step out of the car.
Step out of the car. James Pierce Jr. Step out of the car.
This one is juicy, James Pierce Jr.
Yeah, so I didn't know about him because he's an Atlanta Falcon and hadn't really been in the news that much. But he was a finalist for the NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year. So he was like a good star.
Yeah, he's a linebacker.
player.
Yeah, good player.
Well, the day before the Super Bowl, James Pierce Jr. was arrested on 5 felony counts after a domestic dispute with his ex-girlfriend, WNBA player for the LA Sparks, Rickea Jackson. The two of them have dated for 3 years. They dated in college. She played basketball. He played football, obviously, when they went to school together, and recently ended their relationship. She told police that she blocked his number and he started using another number to contact her. She was leaving her apartment complex on February 7th, day before the Super Bowl, and she said she noticed his Lamborghini SUV behind her, which, like, if you're going to tail somebody, a Lamborghini SUV feels like pretty...
Yeah, not giving a low profile.
Yes. So she saw she was being followed by him, and he then approached her car. He came up to the car. So she tried to get away. She tried to drive straight to the police department, which sounds like she's handling this all perfectly. She was getting signs that this guy's dangerous, get away from him. She's driving straight to the police department. He then intentionally rear-ended her car as she was trying to get away and then crashed head on with her car. So drove around her, cornered her, crashed into her. Cops arrived to the scene. They went up to his car to try to have him open the door. He locked the door. He then tried to flee the scene, drive away, and allegedly, according to the report, intentionally hit one of the officers in the knee area.
Oh my God.
With the car. You drove your car into a police officer after driving your car into your ex-girlfriend's car.
Yeah, that alone, the assault of the police officer.
Yeah.
And it's probably even worse than assault because it's with a vehicle.
Yeah.
That alone is really serious.
He then did speed away. He eventually crashed his car and then tried to escape on foot, was eventually taken down, arrested, taken into custody, and booked on 2 counts of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. Yeah, your car is a deadly weapon if you're using it as such. Aggravated stalking and fleeing/eluding police. His bond was set at $20,500, and Rickea Jackson has said that she will testify against him if it gets to that point.
Yeah, and get a restraining order and all that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He lost it. He just fully lost all control and ability.
Yeah, wait, did you say, was he wasted in this whole time?
Not that we know. It was during the day.
Yeah, what?
I mean, maybe he was. Maybe he was on drugs.
Yeah.
These are the actions of somebody who's not thinking with a clear head. So either it's a psychotic break of some kind, or he's maybe just crazy.
Yeah, no,
or was on something.
Yeah, geez, he's probably actually going to jail for this. So, it's a shame because he obviously had a very good rookie year.
Yeah, he was drafted in the first round, I think, late in the first round, and seemed like he was on his way to be a big star.
Yeah, I mean, he'll probably miss next season. He'll be in jail, and he'll come back and play.
Has anyone ever come back to play after being in jail?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Did Michael Vick play again?
Oh, yeah. Michael Vick came back and played.
Yes, that I knew from when we did a deep dive.
What's his name? Ruggs. I think his name is Terrell Ruggs.
Yeah.
Is about to come back.
Yes, he's still in. He's
I think-
he's one of the only ones I know who's like been in prison for a while.
Yeah, and it's been years. So I mean, he'll be eligible to come back. I don't know if you're like how much you lose after years in jail.
Yeah,
Um,
if he's been getting his reps in.
yeah, seriously. I mean, I guess you can work out a lot in jail, but I don't think you're like doing a lot of scrimmages and specific training work.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just such a crazy story.
Yeah, we needed a step out of the car to send us off. So James Pierce unfortunately delivered.
Yeah. And now it's time to welcome Kelly back to the pod. Hey, Kelly.
What's up, Kelly?
What's up, guys?
We haven't spoke since the big
The
game.
tragic loss.
The tragic loss on the big
of
stage.
my Patriots.
It
Hey,
was,
I was just happy to make it to the Super Bowl.
yeah.
I was hoping for maybe a little bit of a better game from my team.
Yeah,
but
would have liked a couple more first downs, but
a couple of first downs, especially in the first half.
yeah.
I Googled, I think it was in the third quarter, has there ever been a Super Bowl with no touchdowns? And the answer was no, there'd never been a Super Bowl with no touchdowns. And there still hasn't been, but it seemed like that's where we were heading.
Yeah, it was a slow start.
And there was
Sure.
there's never been a Super Bowl with a shutout,
Yeah.
and we were dangerously close to that as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, I was like, first let's get on the board.
Yeah.
And then a touchdown would be a first down, a touchdown.
Right.
But
There's
Bad
always
Bunny
next year.
was great.
He was.
Oh yeah,
He was great. That was
That-
the highlight
awesome.
for sure.
And hey, Patriots are a young team.
Mm-hmm.
Made it to the Super Bowl, year 2, Drake May. So I'm feeling good going into the next season.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and you're one with Vrabel, so like
Yeah.
There's a lot to look forward to.
Well, it may not have been a very exciting Super Bowl, but it was a great season all around. There has been love, lust, scandal, violence, and even some spitting. A lot of spitting, you might
Lots
say.
of spitting this year.
And it's now time to honor these highs and lows with a proper NFL awards ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 3rd annual Teacup Awards. I, for one, am so excited to be back here at the Teacups.
This is like sort of the climax of all of our seasons is the Teacup Awards.
Yes, we honor not just the most passing yards and the most tackles or whatever. We honor the scandals, the fights, the romance, all the good
Who
stuff.
needs the Oscars when you have the teacups?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Well, all right, Kelly, will you start us off with the first category?
We've had a lot of conflict this season, but here are the nominees for Beefiest Beef.
Ben Johnson and Matt LaFleur, Stephon Diggs and Offset, Drake May and Cam Newton, Robert Saleh and Liam Cohen, Jordan Hudson, and Bill Belichick's daughter-in-law.
And the teacup goes to Jordan Hudson and Bill Belichick's daughter-in-law.
Wow, yeah, I think it was a tight race between those two and Stephon Diggs and Offset, but that was a good one.
The family beef really gets you.
Yes.
Just like the peek behind the curtain, to see like what's going on there with like how much Jordan Hudson is actually screwing things up in the family.
And the answer is a lot.
It isn't all beef and brawling among these players. There's also lots of love. Here are the nominees for Best Bromance.
Jackson Dart and Cam Scatabo. Jameer Gibbs and David Montgomery. Drake May and Will Campbell. Caleb Williams and Lil Wayne. And Deshaun Watson and The Bench.
And the teacup goes to Jackson Dart and Cam Scadberg.
That makes sense. That was the bromance of the season for sure.
2 peas in a pod over there
Look,
on the
Deshaun Watson
Giants.
in the bench. That's a special shout out.
They love each other so much they can't separate. Not every big moment happens on the field. Sometimes they happen when the mics are rolling after the game. Here are the nominees for Best Mic'd Up Moment or Presser.
Jamar Chase. I'm going to Cancun where y'all told me to go after being eliminated. Chris Jones. We still have a fighting chance after being eliminated. Joe Shane, just completely terrified when announcing Harbaugh as the new head coach. Ben Johnson. I fucking hate those guys when talking about the Packers in the locker room.
And the teacup goes to Joe Shane, just being completely fucking terrified when announcing John Harbaugh as the new head coach. It really, if you guys haven't seen it, it's really worth looking up because it's like there's like a mob guy with a gun behind him telling him that he has to announce this new head coach. And he has since been like so demoted. He's like hardly even involved anymore.
The writing was on the wall
Yeah.
in that moment.
Hey, that's the change they need.
Mm-hmm.
Every year, the NFL delivers greatness. And then there's this award. Worst at their job.
And the nominees are Jerry Jones, flipping off his fans. The NFL refs, making it up as they go along. And Carly Ursay-Gordon for trading 2 first-round picks for Sauce Gardner.
And the teacup goes to NFL refs who are making it up as they go. We really were rooting for Carly Ursay-Gordon, but things didn't go that great for her.
A bad
She made a few
choice.
decisions.
She swung for the fences and she missed.
Yeah, she got real involved.
Yeah.
Here at the Tea Huddle, we love a good wag, but there can only be one best. Here are the nominees for Best Wag.
Haley Steinfeld, Cardi B, Madison Beer, Olympic gold medalist Chloe Kim, and Olympic gold medalist Simone Biles.
And the teacup goes to Cardi B. Even though she's currently a free agent recently, her stunning work with the Patriots this season has earned this award.
Absolutely. And
Sad, I'm going to miss her next year.
Oh, yeah, it was nice to have her in Pats
As a
Nation.
pa-
we
Yeah.
hope to see her back in some other NFL WAG capacity. There's lots of eligible men out there, maybe some who don't allegedly assault
Maybe
their
a
chef.
nicer
Yeah.
partner.
Yeah, but just start dating somebody to spite Diggs. Like,
Yeah.
like date his brother. Like, date somebody
Or someone
else.
on the Giants.
Yeah, exactly.
Date Camp Scatabo. Celebrations, whether offensive or defensive, are great ways to feature a player's style and creativity. Here are the nominees for Best Celly.
Cam Scatabo, backflip. Jade Walker, airwalk Selly. Bucks defense, aura farming, viral rowing dance. Broderick Jones, tackling Aaron Rodgers. Stephon Diggs, obscene sexual gesture in the divisional game against the Texans.
This was a tight one, but the teacup goes to the defense of the Buccaneers for their aura farming viral rowing dance. I really wanted Broderick Jones to win this for tackling Aaron Rodgers, but it wasn't as much of an orchestrated selling
Yeah.
as it was just
Getting
just
caught up in the
getting-
moment.
Just
getting caught-
excitement and
yeah,
And like potentially injuring your elderly quarterback
yeah.
who will never forgive you for it.
That was a great moment. But no, if you haven't seen the aura farming thing, they nail it. There's this little kid. He's like an Asian rowing team, and there's this kid on the front, and he's giving them the rhythm, and he's just like so cool about it, and like that went viral on TikTok, and the Bucks defense had a big
These guys picked it up.
takeaway, and like the biggest guy is doing like the rhythm thing that the little kid in the video is doing. It's great.
yeah, I love when they get creative like that. And was it the Vikings who always have like really good celebrations?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cam
Vikings
Bynum had
defense.
like almost nothing this year.
He got traded, right? He's Alex on the
He's
Colts.
He's
not
got to
doing as much
bond with his
damage.
team a little better.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, the Vikings defense had every single nominee last year.
Yeah, they were great.
Not every play can be a highlight. Here are the nominees for biggest turkey, aka most boneheaded play.
Young Ho Koo, Giants kicker who kicked the ground. Justin Fields, new butt fumble. Jalen Hurts, double turnover on one play. Kyler Murray, missed snap leads to concussion protocol.
And the teacup goes to Young Ho Koo, Giants kicker who kicked the ground.
Tough day for those guys.
Yeah, all of them. Those are all pretty bad.
Yeah, all those guys are happy this season is in the past.
Kyler Murray. Poor guy.
It's embarrassing to drop a pass or shank a field goal, but there is plenty of opportunity for these players to embarrass themselves off the field. Here are the nominees for most embarrassing off-field moment.
Chiefs players wearing Free 4 shirts in support of repeated criminal Rashee Rice. Jordan Love gifting his O-line a pair of sneakers. Taylor Swift writing a whole song about Travis Kelce's enormous, quote, redwood tree.
And the teacup goes to Chiefs players wearing Free 4 shirts in support of repeated criminal Rashee Rice.
Yeah, that was just so absurd. Like, you don't
Like,
need to
he-
come to bat for somebody who is just so obviously in the wrong.
Video
Right.
evidence.
And like free him from being suspended. The suspension will end and then he'll be freed unless he, beats the crap out of his girlfriend, which he did do after his suspension ended. So hopefully another suspension is coming for him.
Yeah, brutal. I'm sure Taylor didn't love the fact that Travis was behind this.
I hope not. A lot of NFL players come with a lot of personality, but only some of them are really, really annoying. Here are the nominees for most annoying player.
Puka Nakua. Aaron Rodgers. Cam Scatabo.
And the teacup goes to Puka Nakua. You somehow found a way to piss people off almost every week. Congrats on being so annoying.
That was a tough category. Lots of strong competition there.
It's always hard to compete with Aaron Rodgers in that category.
Quarterbacks lead their teams to victory, but they also often leave their teams in hotness. Here are the nominees for sexiest quarterback.
Drake May, Jalen Hurts, Jackson Dart, Justin Herbert.
And the teacup goes to Justin Herbert. I will say most of these guys, even though they're in the running for sexiest QB, all their significant others are sexier than they are. Jackson
That's how
Dart's
you know.
new girlfriend, Madison Beer's in the list.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts' wife is stunning.
I mean, that's probably across the board with all millionaire athletes.
Yeah, maybe all men in general.
Yeah, you could say.
That's how you know they deserve to be on the list.
Yeah, exactly.
But even though Jalen Hurts is objectively probably the hottest in this list, it sort of was Justin Herbert's season.
Yeah,
So
he had a
we're-
hot season.
He had a hot season. Some wags love the spotlight, and some are more private. Some, however, may not even exist at all. Here are the nominees for most likely to have an imaginary wife.
Aaron Rodgers, Manti Te'o.
And the teacup goes to Aaron Rodgers.
Wow, would you look at that?
Manti Te'o's girlfriend was real. She was just like a boy who was his classmate or something, right?
Yeah, what, he was getting catfished?
Yeah, that was how catfish. It was like
Mm.
he was the original catfish victim.
Yes.
Aaron Rodgers just thinks he's being clever by pretending he has a wife.
Yeah, where is she?
He's like, I tricked you guys. You thought I had a wife because I wore a ring. Instead, I had a wife. Like, okay, good one.
Wait, did he admit that yet?
No, I just, I think it's like a
We
big
know.
experiment.
or like somehow he thinks it's gonna stop people from like intruding on his life. I don't know. It's if Brittany with an I comes if a human being comes out of this name, and it's just gonna be like, where did you get this poor girl?
Yeah.
Where you like renamed her Brittany with an I.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Open casting call, casting the part of Brittany with an I.
yeah.
One of our favorite things about any NFL season is how unpredictable it is. Here are the nominees for biggest surprise.
The Chiefs not making the playoffs. Phillip Rivers returning at 44 years old. Taylor and Travis's engagement announcement. And A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts' falling out.
And the teacup goes to Phillip Rivers, returning at 44 years old.
He was like just a gym teacher, right? Wasn't he a gym teacher? No, he was a high school
He was a
coach
father.
and a father of 1,000.
Yeah.
But sounds like he's looking for coaching gigs now.
Oh,
This could have been his re-entrance.
and his
Believe.
insurance kicked back in,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is what it's really all
Yes.
about.
He locked up insurance for 1,000 people.
For another year.
Or no, for like 5 years. I
5
think.
years, yeah.
Oh,
Genius.
yeah.
Totally.
Masterful plan.
There are plenty of good guys in the NFL, but almost as many bad guys. Here are the nominees for biggest villain.
Sean Payton, Jalen Carter, Jerry Jones, Tyreek Hill, Rashee Rice.
And the teacup goes to Rashee Rice, who's really trying to be the best in this category.
He shot for the stars. Sometimes losing your temper is really, really expensive. Here are the nominees for most likely to punch a fan and lose $45 million.
DK Metcalf.
And the teacup goes to DK Metcalf.
Sorry, dude, that was an expensive punch.
It was like $500,000 in salary for being benched, and then it was up to $45 million in different like contract penalties for future guaranteed money, right?
Yes, yeah, it was like sort of an opportunity cost, but it was in a way guaranteed if he didn't miss any games.
Oh, it was for missing. Yes, and then he had to miss 2 games for
he missed,
punching
he missed 2 games.
a fan in the face. And whether the fan deserved it or not is not relevant to the category.
Yeah, no, the fan was like almost literally asking for it, but not relevant.
A lot of players take pride in their game day outfits, but only one can be the best dressed man. Here are the nominees for best drip.
Jalen Hurts, Devonta Smith, Tyrod Taylor, Jaquan Brisker.
And the teacup goes to Tyrod Taylor. His fits were great all season, but the checkered Valentino blazer in Week 10 really sealed the deal for Tyrod this season.
That was a standout to you.
It was a standout.
You've been thinking about it for 8 weeks.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
old Tyrod.
Totally.
Yeah.
Nobody could beat it. He also like talks about his clothes in interviews. He like really cares about like looking fresh.
And we love that for him.
Love that.
Yeah,
for him.
someone's gotta teach Drake May a thing or two.
Yeah. He gives sort of Kirky vibes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's getting there.
A lot of players are starting their families, but some guys are busier than others. Here are the nominees for most babies had this season.
Trevor Lawrence 1, Stephon Diggs 4, Travis Hunter 1, Tyreek Hill 0. But there were so many last year that he earns a nomination anyway.
Who are we kidding? The teacup obviously goes to Stephon Diggs, who allegedly had 4 babies with 4 different women in the 2025 season alone.
That's wild. I wonder if that's like up on the all-time list for
Yeah.
babies had in season for an NFL player.
I think 2 are still under dispute.
Oh yeah.
I think Tyreek had 5 last year because he had more babies than touchdowns or something. Which what about Diggs? How many touchdowns did he have?
He had exactly as many touchdowns as he has alleged children born this year.
Okay.
4.
Okay, this is a new fact you have to track. Do they have more babies than touchdowns?
Yeah, that's how you know that like your on-field presence carries more weight than the distraction that you bring off-field.
Yeah, that's the metric. Some teams go to extremes to change up the morale. Here are the nominees for most likely to put a giant rabbit in the locker room.
Philadelphia Eagles.
And the teacup goes to the Philadelphia Eagles.
The positivity rabbit was one of my favorite stories of the whole season because it
Yeah.
made no sense.
Why a rabbit?
Why a rabbit? It was so big. Like, do you know what wouldn't boost my morale? Having this giant thing in the way when I'm trying to like talk to my teammate about having better, like play calling or whatever it is they talk
It's like
about in there.
mocking me.
Exactly. And now everybody else outside finds out about it, and now we look like even bigger fools than we looked like before.
Yeah, they just started getting roasted on the internet for it. And it also said Happy Easter on it, and it was nowhere near Easter. I think they just like dug it out of the basement, and they were like,
Maybe this'll be funny."
this will do
Maybe
it.
this will be lucky.
Yeah.
It didn't work. Every team has a tight end, but which player has the tightest end? Here are the nominees for tightest end.
AKA best butt.
Fred Warner, Jalen Hurts, Jalen Phillips.
And the teacup goes to Jalen Phillips, linebacker for the Eagles. This is his second win in this category in 3 years. Way to go, Jalen.
Great work, Jalen.
Keep it up.
Here at the Tea Huddle, we love love. And we particularly love NFL love. Here are the nominees for Best Couple.
Olivia Culpo and Christian McCaffrey. Kristen and Jared Goff. Claire and George Kittle. Ann Michael and Drake May. Normani and DK Metcalf.
And the teacup goes to Ann Michael and Drake May.
Aww.
They really came out of nowhere. They've been together since middle school. They have pictures. He's in like a icy blue bow tie and matching vest, and like one of them has braces. And now she's baking cookies for all Delta flights on their way to San Francisco in paid partnership with whatever, JetBlue. Was it JetBlue, Delta? I don't know. But they seem in love and cute, and like the fame hasn't gotten to them yet.
Yeah, people were trying to say that like, oh, he doesn't seem that into her. But I feel like he cleared all that up in all of the conference, like the pre-Super Bowl conferences and questions that were being asked about him and his wife. So
Yeah, he's every time I've seen him talk about her, he's like gushing about her. He just isn't that like emotional of a guy.
Stoic.
Yeah, and
Yeah, very
he's
stoic.
a stoic football player. But no, they're a great couple.
Goals.
And, yeah, I just really hope that like at one point there was a dinner with the two of them and Stephon Diggs and Cardi B. Like just imagining her and Cardi like making small talk is amazing.
And like she definitely baked something to bring. Like, Cardi B, here are my homemade Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah,
I hope you like them. And Cardi B probably did like them.
yeah. I bet she was a great guest.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Cardi was probably like venting about all of her relationship woes to the Queen of New England.
I would love to be a fly on the wall for that. That would be great.
Well, that's it for this year's Teacup Awards. Thanks for coming by. Everybody looked amazing on the red carpet.
Oh, let's get a red carpet going for the teacups one day.
Yeah.
Next year, that's the goal.
Yeah.
And now it's time for the final goss.
Final Goss.
What do you have for us, Marissa?
This week's Final Goss is about the most annoying player in in the NFL, Puka Nacua, LA Rams star and Teacup Award winner, was seen out and about in Hollywood before the Super Bowl with content creator and influencer Hannah Stocking. Puka is 24, Hannah's 33, so a slightly older woman. She has over 60 million followers across her various channels. She was big on YouTube with like skits back in the day and TikTok, and I don't think she's funny at all, but
Funny.
I don't. If you like really like big comedy, like goofy faces, then she's right up your alley. This outing between the two of them comes less than a week after he was shooting his shot online with Sydney Sweeney. She had said something online or in an interview about wanting a man who would go skydiving with her, and Puka quote tweeted that clip and said, "I love skydiving."
Yeah.
So
I don't think you're allowed to skydive on an NFL contract.
he would.
Yeah, he would.
He would. Yeah, I feel like I just saw a video of him wasted after the Super Bowl. Like,
This all
informed.
tracks. Yeah, as we've talked about, he recently had a baby with his longtime girlfriend, who he's no longer with romantically. So it seems like he's very much out on the prowl, and I think looking for someone in the limelight. He wants.
Poor girlfriend.
I know.
Poor ex.
Yeah, I know. They were like two sweethearts in love, and then he
Yeah.
ditched her with a baby and is going after, LA girls now. So we'll keep an eye on this. Was it just one date? Is she going to be a wag next season?
I doubt it.
Yeah, me too.
It's a long off season.
I think there's going to be like 8 girls he's seen out and about with in between now and next season.
And they're all
Yeah.
gonna get so annoyed with him and be like, I'm over it.
Yeah, like I thought you were cool because you were in the NFL, but it turns out you're so annoying. I gotta go.
And like when 24 and 33 is it's a pretty big age difference
Yeah.
at that time in your life.
Agreed.
Well, that's it for this episode and season 3 of the Tea Huddle.
Season finale. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Wow, yeah, it's been an amazing few seasons, and I've loved this one so much. But what are you guys excited about for the off season?
Obviously, I am most excited for the upcoming Kelsey Swift nuptials. I can't wait for that first grainy long lens photo we get overhead where you can like sort of make out that there's a tent and maybe one person walking near it.
Like a helicopter shot
Yeah, it's
from
gonna-
like over the Atlantic Ocean?
Yeah, it's just gonna like my dopamine is gonna shoot off the charts when that blurry photo comes through.
You try to see everyone who's there.
I can't wait. Oh my God. If their announcement of their engagement was any indication, like maybe we'll even get pictures from inside the wedding. I don't know if I could handle it. What about you,
It's gonna be
Kathy?
hard for them to hide it. So
Yeah.
they might as well just lean in.
Yeah, invite us all. We want
Invite us all.
Yeah, it's like the royal wedding for Americans.
It really is.
Well, I'm excited to continue to follow my new queen of New England, aka Anne Michael May, and her Beyond Bakemas series.
Are you gonna do some baking?
I'm gonna do some baking.
Yeah.
I'm really into banana bread these days, so let's see
Oh.
what else I can learn from the girl.
Nice.
And Michael's effect. Everyone's going to be out there baking.
Well, for me, in place of fantasy football, I'm going to commission a fantasy league for Survivor Season 50. We're big Survivor heads over here.
You got to
Um,
scratch that fantasy itch.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
there's a little money on the line too, but I can't wait for that. There's no limit to the amount of people on it, so hit us up on Instagram if you want to be a part of the Survivor fantasy pool.
And hit us up at the Tea Huddle on Instagram just to say hi and keep in touch during the off season.
So thank you for being part of the Tea Huddle and following along.
Yes, thank you guys. We love all of you.
And keep an ear open for season 4. We will be back with more hot goss.
And until then, stay juicy.